Hi everyone, Mrs. K here. Thank you so much for choosing to watch this video today. I have got another renovation video for you, so I hope you guys do enjoy this video. We are on to room number 4 of the house now, which is the smallest room in the house. So I'm hoping that this doesn't take a long time to do, and more importantly, it doesn't take a lot of my money, because we said this from the second we moved in. We want to do everything ourselves, try and do everything ourselves and keep the budget down as small as we possibly can. But yeah, it's been a little bit challenging, I'm not gonna lie. We have had a lot of hidden issues in this house. So yeah, for any of you guys who are new to my channel, and this might be the first time you're watching, we bought the house back in September of 2024, so we've been in here for just over a year now, and I think we're doing quite well. We've managed to do 3 rooms already. So my daughter's bedroom is done, my son's bedroom, and most recently we done the kitchen, which I would love you guys to go back and have a look at, because it is just honestly such a huge transformation to the kitchen. It was very dark in there, everything was black, it was very dreary, and now it's just really kind of bright and airy. So it'd be really lovely if you guys did want to go back and have a look at that. I will link it down below for you. So yeah, now we are onto the hallway slash entrance hall, depending on what you guys like to call it. So what I'm going to do today is just literally flip the camera around, show you guys everything that is going on at the moment, talk you through it, give you some ideas of what I'm going to be doing, if I'm going to be wallpapering, what's going to be painted, talk about flooring. So yeah, let me turn you guys around and then show you how the hallway is looking at the moment. So this is the hallway, this is the space that we are working with. Like I said, it's not a massive entrance hall, it's quite a small space, but do you know what, it's a hallway, it's not really needed, so it being so tiny isn't really a big issue, but I'm going to utilize the space as much as I possibly can. So this is how it's looking currently, and this is how it looked when we moved in. So we've literally done nothing to this space whatsoever, apart from this little bit here. We have actually removed, which was a very small radiator, because it just wasn't really needed for the hallway, so that has been ripped out, hence this kind of mess on the wall. So that does need to get tackled at some point. Doors, so as far as doors go, we don't really know what's happening yet. We don't know if we're going to buy new doors and just replace them, or if we're going to try and do it ourselves. So give it a really good paint job, and I might try and put some like framed sort of wood around it to kind of make it into a shaker door. So we've got bathroom, this is actually a storage cupboard, and then we've also got 2 bedroom doors here. So what's going to be happening, the flooring is coming up, because as you can see, it is in quite a mess. There's like literally chipped wood absolutely everywhere, and there's also some paint marks and stuff on the floor as well. So we have purchased some sticky down tiles, which we picked up from Dunelm. So that is what's going to be going on this floor. And then for the walls, my plan is to pop a dado rail across the middle of all of the walls. The bottom is going to be staying white, so I'm just going to give this a really nice touch up, new paint job, have it white at the bottom, and then I'm also going to do some beaded framework as well along the bottom. And then for the tops, I'm actually going to have wallpaper, and I've already ordered the wallpaper and I'm absolutely in love with it, guys. I love the wallpaper so much, but I'm not going to show that to you just yet. I will show that to you once it is going up on the wall, because I do want to keep that just a little bit of a surprise for you. So yes, wallpaper is going to be happening along the tops of the walls. I really want to do something with this front door, because I just hate it. It's so just, I don't know, it's just, for me, it's just very blocked, it's very boring. So I really want to try and do something, if I can, to this door. I don't know what yet, but I want to do something. Letterbox, that really needs replacing, it's just really awful. Cupboard, this is a storage cupboard.
So it's a pretty standard cupboard, guys, a little bit boring, not very exciting. So there's not really a great makeover that's going to go on in here, but I'm going to try and spruce it up as much as I possibly can. So the airing cupboard is mainly used for things like hoovers, mops, buckets, brooms, storing towels, DIY products. We also have this sort of storage unit here, which is where we store all of our shoes, which isn't really ideal. The flooring does need to get changed, so that is going to get changed also. This shelving bit here is just full of paint, so I'm going to scrape all of that off, give that a nice clean, put some more of these storage boxes in. As you can see, the woods are quite yellow on the walls, so we're going to give those a nice refresh of paint as well. This pink sort of strip here, that's going to go. That's also going to get painted white and hopefully refresh this cupboard and make it look a little bit cleaner. So here we are attempting to do our first bit of beading. Honestly, you guys have no idea how tempted I was to just kick his butt just then. I thought I would have a little go myself as well. I've never done anything like this before. I'm going to be honest, I was pretty crap, so I did give up quite quickly, and I just decided for Simon to carry on with the rest of it because it kept falling off when I was just holding it there with the glue and it just would not stay on there. So I told Simon to finish the rest of it. This is the first time he's ever done any beading or paneling as well, so I think he did a really good job, and he's just taping it all down, letting the glue stick, ready for when we paint it.
So the beading is on the wall. We have now taken off all of the bits of tape, which was just pretty much holding it in place with the glue until it dried enough. So we've done 2 panels on this wall, and then we've done 1 big panel on that wall, and then over here we've just done sort of thinner ones to the best that we could really. We just kind of winged it with the size, didn't really have a plan. But yeah, it's looking good. I can't wait to get it painted. So what I need to do now is just fill in these little gaps here. I've got to sort out this wall. This all needs to be filled and smoothed nicely. And then yeah, give it a paint job. Can't wait to see it painted. I think it's going to make all of the difference once this is all painted white at the bottom. So I've taken the tape off of the beading, and then I've just polyfilled like some of the little crack sort of bits that need filling in, and I'm just going to now sand off. Oh, just dropped my sanding paper. I'm just going to sand off these bits here, and then we can hopefully get the first coat of paint on, so you can see what these are going to look like painted. There it is. Do excuse my voice, guys. I have actually lost my voice a few days ago. It's getting better, but it's quite croaky, as you guys can hear, so I do apologise. So let me just give you a glance of the hallway so you guys can see how it is looking. This is what we see when we literally come in from our front room area. So let's start with flooring. Obviously you guys saw totally different flooring at the beginning of this video. Once we did place the tiles on the floor, it just made such a clash with the wallpaper, so we actually couldn't use them. So we're just going to keep them for now, save them for another project. So yeah, we actually went with some wood flooring. Love the colour of this wooden flooring. It's called Brandon Oak, and I think it's just the most gorgeous, nice brown colour. It's not too dark, it's not too light. It's just absolutely perfect for us. There's the little rug that some of you guys might also remember from my haul. It is a bathroom mat, but I felt it looked quite pretty in here. I didn't want to get a big rug because obviously it is quite a small space, and I didn't want to, you know, make it feel even smaller. There is the little table as well that some of you guys might remember from quite a while ago from my B&M haul. This lovely little side table was just £7. This watering can, I've had this for a number of years, guys, but I thought it would just look quite pretty in here. Pop some gypsophilia in there just to add a little element of prettiness. So the doors, as you guys can see, have all had a really good, nice paint job. We was going to put some paneling on these doors as well, but I felt like because of the walls, it might have just been a little bit too much. The only thing that we do have left to do in this hallway, if you can see, are
some of the door handles. We still do have to get the paint off the door handles, but I've just been desperate to come out here and show you guys how this is looking. We've done this door handle already. Let's give you guys a different view. Let me give you a view from this side. So this is what it's looking like from this angle, guys. That's the bathroom door over there. These are the gorgeous Canva prints as well that some of you guys might remember from my most recent B&M haul, and these were just £7 each, and they just fit so well in this hallway. So I'm so glad that I did actually pick those up. And then I do have a slightly different design over on this side. I feel like I need to talk about these shoe storage cabinets that we bought. They were just £30, guys. £30, which to me is just such a bargain. They come in white and they also come in this gorgeous wood colour. I didn't want to have white on white, which is why I went for the wood colour. So you get the 2 cupboards, and this is pretty much how many pairs of shoes that you can fit in here. So adult shoes, 4 at the top and 4 at the bottom. But if you've got toddlers or if you've got children, obviously you will fit a lot more in there. But how cheap are they, guys, for £30? And they're not like overly big, they're not like really tall, they're not really wide, the depth is nice and thin, so it's not taking up a lot of space. So if you have got a really small hallway like we do, these are just bloody perfect. I love them. This is one of my most recent purchases from Home Bargains. It's the Mrs. Hinch tea light lamp, which I haven't been able to get hold of ever since it came into store. My store has never ever stocked them until last week, so I was really over the moon that I managed to get one of these, and it's just something nice and pretty to put into the hallway. You might remember this as well. This was from B&M, one of my hauls the other day, and then I did get the smaller version as well over here. I just love the detail on there. It's really gorgeous. This plate, this is a really nice ceramic plate from the White Company. I've had that for about 6 years now. And then this is my Jo Malone duped candle, which I picked up in Home Bargains. Smells exactly the same for a fraction of the price. And then yeah, that's the panelling that we done. And I think, considering we've never done panelling before, guys, I honestly feel like me and Simon, such an amazing job. We really did, and I am just so proud of how it turned out. It's just really, really lovely. I was a little bit skeptical when I did start putting the wallpaper up. I thought, oh my goodness me, is this just a little bit too much, or does this look like it doesn't belong here, it belongs in a nursery? But now that it's up, I do love it, and I feel like it's such a nice contrast from having the plain white at the bottom to then having a little bit of pattern up the top as well. And it's just giving it the cozy cottage feel, which was the exact vibe that I was trying to create out here. But yeah, I'm just honestly over the moon with how this turned out. Couldn't really do a lot with the front door, to be honest, because it is one of those yucky fire doors, because we have a communal area outside this door, so couldn't do a great deal. But I've tried to paint it and make it look as pretty as I could. I added these really cute little stickers which I found off Temu. It says, have fun, be safe, love you. So it's just literally a little message for when me, myself, or the kids go out. It's just a little message on the way out. And then in here, you guys might remember I showed you the state of our cupboard. Now, it's not had a massive makeover, guys, don't get me wrong. You're probably thinking, doesn't really look much difference, but trust me, in like visually, it's a huge difference. It really, really is. So we added some wooden paneling at the back, which we had already, because if you remember from the beginning of the video, there was an awful ugly yellow tank in this cupboard. So it's still there, but we have just put this piece of wood in front of it just to make it more pleasing to the eye when you open the cupboards. And we've also given it a lovely paint job all up these side areas here. You might remember as well, this little strip here was bright pink, Barbie pink, so that's been painted white as well. We've carried the flooring in all the way as well. So those toolboxes are actually going to go in the garage. That box is also going in the garage. So literally all what we're going to have on this floor is just going to be the mop, hoover, obviously spare toilet roll if we need to, and I think that's it really. I don't think there's anything else that kind of needs to go on this floor. This shelving here, this was actually full of paint, so I've given that a really good clean, and it's now literally all back to the bare wood. These storage tubs, I do get asked about these quite often. They came from B&M, £5 each, and they are just fabric boxes with lids on. And in this one, it's where I keep my towels. And then this one, we have actually decided to keep all of our tools in so that we don't have to keep going to the garage every time we want a screwdriver or a bit of sanding paper or some polyfiller or some masking tape. Everything that we think we might need is going to now be in here. And then we've just got like our sander and then some toolboxes here just to sit on the side. But yeah, I'm happy with how the cupboard has turned out. It certainly looks cleaner and brighter and tidier because it was so yellow, guys. Honestly, like the paintwork was just so badly stained and yellow. Like I don't think they'd painted it for a good couple of years. So it's certainly brightened it up in here. It's lovely and fresh now, and yeah, I'm so happy. I'm so happy with how this turned out. I don't think it could have turned out any better. So yeah, that is it, guys. That is my transformation / makeover video. I hope you guys have loved watching this as much as I have loved making this video. Do let me know what you guys do think in the comment section down below. I'd love to hear your thoughts, whether it's something that you like or you love or you're not quite keen on, because obviously I know we all have various different tastes in our home and stuff, so it'll be very interesting to see what you guys think. But yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate every single person who does take the time to watch these renovation videos. Like I said, we've never done any renovation videos before, so I know they're not the best reno videos in the world. I'm still learning, but like I say, I hope you guys have really enjoyed this, because I thoroughly enjoyed bringing you guys along this journey with me. And yeah, just make sure you give this video a thumbs up. Please hype it if you can as well. That'd be amazing. And yeah, I can't wait to hear what you guys think. I love you all so much. Thank you for watching. Bye, guys.